My name is Becca.
And my name is Stacy.
And this is Topic Toss. Hello, guys.
Hello.
This is my first time doing this live, so I'm pretty excited.
Woo.
Now, we're not going to be here next week because obviously Thanksgiving break. But with the holiday coming up, I couldn't pass up doing Thanksgiving. So all of the stories today are on the r/Thanksgiving subreddit. And we're just going to get right into it. Today, they're not fully stories.
Okay.
It's more just people talking about Thanksgiving. And I wanted us to have more of like a discussion type of feel today.
Okay.
So getting right into it, this one is sort of a story.
Okay.
It's a rant. So this girl says, a rant nobody plans well.
Okay.
It's okay to downvote me because I realize that I'm going to get negativity out of it and nobody wants to read negativity. First off, my husband's brother lives several states away and only comes home to visit once in a while. Last time he was home, someone mentioned getting a huge family photo done the day after Thanksgiving, as it's one of the few times that everyone would actually be together. That was tentative. No one mentioned it again until today. Well, except for me. I mentioned it to my husband weeks ago, saying that we needed a lead time for all of this to be done. I didn't ask him to take it up with his family or anything though, because it wasn't his idea and it's not our thing to plan. It wasn't our idea or our desire. I knew if he asked his brothers instead of asking their wives or running with it themselves, that they would probably push it back to us. And honestly, that's probably the reason nobody mentioned it until now. Nobody wanted to take it up and nobody wanted to put in the work. Because obviously someone would need to plan a photographer, a setting, clothes for 3 generations, and 5 nuclear families. And the clothing part alone would suck for me because my kids are scattered all over the U.S. at college. I never heard something about it, so when my 2 kids were coming home from college, they asked what their commitments were, and I told them that there were none except for the day of Thanksgiving. So when they made other plans for the day before and day after, that was fine. Except, of course, all of a sudden, somebody's like, hey, yeah, we're going to do pictures. Yeah, sorry, no, we're not doing that. Your lack of planning is not my emergency.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I think that's fair. If you're not, you can't do something last minute and expect me to like drop everything.
Yeah.
And get to it. Like, that's not how this works.
It's really not. And honestly, it's not my job to set it up either.
Yeah.
When it wasn't my desire. If
Exactly.
you want to do it, that's fine.
That's perfect.
But you have to do it then.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not just going to sit back and be like, guys, when are you doing it? When are you doing it? No.
Yeah.
Do it or don't. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she openly admits that they have 5 nuclear families that they're dealing with, I wouldn't want to do it either.
That's a lot.
Like,
That's
no.
a lot.
Did you guys have like that type of family that like took holiday photos and stuff?
No, and also it's because my family literally is spread out across the entire world. So that doesn't work.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We weren't either. I always grew up and I was like, those types of families are weird. Because like, I just never understood the need to like take all these grand photos with my family and like put them on postcards and send them out.
The postcard thing, I always thought that was weird. I do think it's cute just to have a family photo. Like, have it in your house. I think that's cute. I always did think the postcards were kind of weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, photos for your house, that's different because like it's your family home. That makes sense. But like, oh, it's Thanksgiving. Let's take our Thanksgiving photos and then put them on a card for Christmas.
You know what I always thought was funny too is those people who like plan it like well in advance. So they're literally taking like Christmas photos in July just so they can have the photo go out during Christmas. I think it's so funny.
It reminds me of, oh God, Jagged Little Pill when she's like typing out her little Christmas letter. And she's like, hey, everybody. So this is what's been going. All right. So our next one is really short.
Okay.
It says, what do I do if I'm alone for Thanksgiving? Is anyone spending Thanksgiving alone? I don't have anywhere to go and I opted to work that day. Not sure what to do for dinner for myself. So what would you do if you were alone? Like, think your first Thanksgiving alone in your own place. What would it look like?
Honestly, I would probably make it really chill. Get some drinks for myself. Make myself a dinner. I would still do a dinner just to make myself happy. Probably do like movies and like call it that. Honestly, that sounds great
Like,
to me.
I have been thinking about this for quite a while of like
Okay.
what my first holidays would look like alone that
Yeah.
were like my holidays.
Mhm.
Cause people always say like, oh, I don't want to like miss out on home holidays. But at the same time, like
Yeah.
I kind of haven't had them for a while.
Mhm.
So like I've kind of grown desensitized to it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just want to have my own now. So see my vision.
Okay.
I'd get like a nice little table like cloth
Mhm.
that looks all Thanksgiving-y.
Yeah.
Because we were also never that family that was like, decorate and everything. We
Yeah.
had a ton of food, but it
Mhm.
wasn't like about the holiday. It was about the food.
Yeah.
So like I'd make like a nice little centerpiece. I'm thinking obviously I don't need a whole turkey for myself.
Yeah. Right.
So I'd probably get like a turkey breast or something.
Yeah.
I'd still make all the sides.
Yeah.
Like I'd make the rolls. I do all
just
of it.
downscale it.
Just downsize it so
Yeah.
that it's just for me. I'd still make leftovers so that I could have it for
Have
the next
it.
couple days. And like have a whole little spread for myself.
Yeah.
Watch like Christmas movies, like start to get into the
Mhm.
Christmas spirit. And we were also never that family. I always wanted to be this family and we
Mhm.
never were. I want to put up my tree and decorate my tree on Thanksgiving
Yes. I would love to do that.
with like maybe some spiked eggnog or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like just have like
Just have the holiday vibe.
yeah,
you know?
I feel like the last couple of years like I just haven't had it
Yeah.
and I miss it. Like
Mhm.
I always liked that holiday feeling.
Yeah.
And if I can't get it from other people, I might as well make it for myself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this sounds amazing. Like imagine
Yeah.
like your own apartment or whatever
Mhm.
and like you being able to decorate it the way you want
Yeah.
and like being able to just cycle through and being like, you know what? I'm taking down all of my decorations and
Mhm.
it is now Thanksgiving at all times
Yeah. Yeah.
for like the month of November.
Mhm.
December comes around. For the month of December, it is
It's
Christmas.
Christmas. Well,
January. It is probably still Christmas.
Yeah.
However,
Until like end of January, my tree will still be up.
what is the longest your Christmas tree has been up?
I think we had it up until February one year, but I think that was the longest because my mom was like, "Take it down."
1 year.
Uh,
I'm scared to admit this. 1 year, we just got so lazy. We left it up until almost April.
oh my god!
Yeah. I think the reason we finally switched is because it like got a little warmer in
Yeah.
April than like it usually did that like
Yeah.
during the year. Like it got pretty warm
Mm.
and we were like, okay, this is enough. We can have a Christmas tree up and it
It's
be
spring.
like 70 degrees
Yeah.
out. Like we can't do it.
Yeah.
It's like it's too much.
Mhm.
So yeah, I remember we were taking it down and my mom was like, "Oh, I can't believe we did this." She was like, we should have done this months ago.
Yeah.
Literally months ago.
No, my parents are like, Christmas over, take it down. I'm like, but I still want Christmas. They're like, no, I want it gone by the
I
next
want to
2
go
hours.
get it out of here. But yeah, I've always loved that idea of like, what are my first holidays going to be like
Yeah.
that are like mine?
Mhm.
Because like also love the idea of Friendsgiving,
Yeah.
but Friendsgiving doesn't have to be on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no.
Like we can do a couple days before, we can do the weekend after. I don't
Yeah,
care.
Yeah.
But just like something that's mine and mine alone sounds so great.
Yeah.
And wait until you hear what song this is about to be.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
ready? Are
Yeah.
you ready?
I'm ready.
What a Wonderful World, Louis Armstrong.
Aw.
So I hope you guys enjoy. I love that song so
I
much.
know.
It like fills me with joy.
So many like warm memories.
Yeah.
I feel like with that song.
Yeah, it does. So the next one,
Mm.
this one is also more of a rant.
Okay.
So it says, am I allowed to be annoyed? My brother, 42M, mom, 77F, and I, F37, live together and typically spend the main holiday with each other, unless one of us are working. My brother has friends that do Friendsgiving, which is really cool. They pick a day that everyone is available that's close to or on the Thanksgiving day to have it. My brother is working Thanksgiving, so I believe they might be having it on Monday or Tuesday. Anyway, my brother is a chef and he's off. And if he's off, he would normally be the one to cook everything because he hates people in the kitchen and for Thanksgiving dinner. But Last year, he ditched us and went to Friendsgiving, and this year he said no because he's working. In all honesty, it's not that big of a deal, but just a meal, and I get turkey for dinner for about 3 weeks after. Haha. You see, my mom hates cooking in general, and while I love to cook, my family always tells me that I do it wrong and that they don't like it. Even trying a new recipe or in general making something, I have to do it when my mom is not home and my brother is asleep, because otherwise they will tell me how awful it is and how it's inconveniencing them. So long story short, my mom and I are not having Thanksgiving this year. And while it's not a big deal because I'll make my own little Thanksgiving, I'll even make it for my mom too if she wants. It's just disheartening when my brother is not being a part of Thanksgiving with us, but he still bought a big turkey and blocked a third of our refrigerator for the next 5 days until his Friendsgiving. Like, I have to struggle to get my daily drinking water. It's so large. Normally, if a turkey is bought, we would make room for it, but he just shoved it in there and screwed mine and my mom's stuff that was in the refrigerator. I honestly hate living with my family because nobody gives anybody else any kind of consideration. We're more like roommates than we are family. But yeah, my annoyance is with my brother's Friendsgiving turkey blocking my stuff in the refrigerator, and when I'm not even getting any turkey in the first place. I think it's bothering me even more just because it's putting things out of order in the refrigerator, and I'm autistic and want my stuff to be where it's supposed to be and not be affected by the things that I'm not even going to be a part of. I'm just writing this out of frustration right now, and I'm just hoping that I'm not out of scale for having these frustrations. I'm not telling my brother he's a jerk for doing this or anything of the sort. I'm just annoyed and publicly/privately venting those annoyances. I just wish the turkey was being stored elsewhere. Anyway, just writing this so that it might help me out. I'll also point out that they said that they can't move stuff around in the fridge because their mom gets upset when they do that. Okay. And that they're also not really allowed to put stuff in the fridge, even though they're living there, because her mom says, like, it's my fridge. And she also pointed out that, like, somebody said, oh, I hope that, even though it's difficult living with family, hopefully the joys outweigh the annoyances. And she said, honestly, it doesn't, sadly. I'm secretly saving up money so that I can move away for good. I plan on living a life that's not to my mother's standards. Therefore, she will try and sabotage me as much as possible to force me to stay living with her. I'll have to cut off full contact when the time comes.
I think the problems here are bigger than the fridge.
Yeah.
I think the fridge is not even like... we shouldn't even be talking about the fridge at this point.
It's giving... I am sick and tired of my living situation, and anything that is a slight inconvenience is like getting me ready to blow up.
Yes. This is like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yes.
That's what it's sounding like. I think, one... maybe branch out and make plans with someone else for Thanksgiving. That way you can still, because it, as much as she's saying like it doesn't bother me, I think it's bothering you.
If it wasn't bothering her, she wouldn't have written this post.
Exactly. So I think, one, make plans with other people. Do like a Friendsgiving thing. That way you still get what you want out of the holiday without feeling like tied down to your parents or your brother, and like your plans are ruined because your brother is not there. And then, two, yeah, girl, save up and move out. Gotta go.
And I won't say anything about the brother because I don't think there's anything wrong with the brother.
Yeah, I don't think
he had his other plans. He's working on Thanksgiving. Like, it's just the way it is. Yeah. We're adults. They're full-grown adults.
Right.
37 to 44.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Established life. Like, it is what it is.
It is what it is. The mom?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm inconveniencing you by cooking food?
Yes, that makes no sense.
Like, even if I was terrible at cooking...
How is that an inconvenience?
How's that an inconvenience to you?
Yeah. As long as I'm cleaning up after I'm done, I don't understand what would make it an inconvenience.
I can usually say, like, even though we're just getting one side of it, usually I can, like, gauge, like, okay, where is this going? Like... yeah. What is the dynamic with these people? I cannot figure out the dynamic of these people. Yeah. And I wish that I could talk to the other two parties.
Yeah.
Because I want to know, like, okay, is this mom just like a piece of trash mom?
Right.
Or is she just over it and she's like, I can't handle this anymore?
Yeah. And also, the original poster said they were autistic, right?
Yeah.
So it could be a thing of like they are taking certain things that maybe her mom or brother didn't mean it that way, but it just feels that way to her.
Yeah.
Which is
maybe.
why she's frustrated. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's probably just hard to voice frustrations too.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I also feel bad because I was going through and reading some more of the like comments and stuff, and she said that she wants to like buy a home on wheels so that she can like go around and still have a place to live. And she's saying that's why like her mom like doesn't like the lifestyle she wants to live, and that like she will up her bills and stuff when she's like saving money so that she can't save.
Oh my God, that's so manipulative.
Yeah. She was saying like, oh, I'll finally start like saving money, and then she'll tell me that I broke something and now I have to pay for it when I didn't break anything. Or, oh, we're a little low on money this month, so your rent is now $300 more, like type stuff.
Oh, okay. Then girl, this is what you need to do. You need to save and don't say a thing. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone where the money is, how much you're saving, when you plan to move. You literally just one day pick up and go, oh, by the way, I'm moving.
Yeah.
What are they going to do now? You already paid for everything. What are they going to do now?
Also, I highly doubt as grown adults with like your mother, I highly doubt you guys like have paperwork.
Exactly.
It's not like you're a tenant. You're literally just living with your mom.
Pick up and move. What's she going to do? Call the police?
77-year-old woman.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt so bad when I was like reading it, and I don't know, it's just, it sucks.
Yeah.
And she even wrote here that she would allow people to harass her, the mom.
Oh.
And it's probably because she's autistic.
Yeah,
like I didn't read it fully, but like,
that's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, we need to get out of here.
And she said that her plan as of right now is that she's going to get like a small fridge, put it in her room so that like she can have food there.
Okay, yeah.
And then when she gets the home on wheels, she'll just move it into the home on wheels.
Sounds like a solid plan so far. But yeah, save up.
Yeah, that's why she was saying like I'm secretly saving money because she literally has to.
Yeah. Say nothing.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. But yeah, so I was trying to think of a song, and throughout my web search I found this song, and I was like, okay, you know what, the underlying, you know, reasoning for the song is a relationship. Obviously we're not looking at that aspect, but Home by Michael Bublé is literally just him saying I want to go home. And I think this girl is just trying to find her home. So I think it works enough, so I hope you guys enjoy. All right, now going into our last little thing right now, it says Thanksgiving with strangers. I recently moved across the U.S. for work. I have no friends or family in the same, even in the same time zone as me, and I'm not going to risk the airports, so I'm all alone. Not the first time, so I'm used to it. Now my coworkers are inviting me to Thanksgiving, which is nice, but it's her boyfriend's family's Thanksgiving. I've never met these people. They sound nice, but is this too odd? If it was her family, then I wouldn't feel weird, but this is her boyfriend's family, total strangers. Should I go?
I think that's fair. I'd say, how close are you to, she said it's her coworker?
Yeah.
How close are you to this coworker? Because for me, that would be the make or break. If we're like pretty close and like we talk all the time, I would go because I know I have like, if anything, I have you I can talk to.
Yeah.
If you're not that close, I would be like, thanks, but no thanks. Because then at that point, it's just, you don't know
Kinda
anyone.
awkward.
Yeah, it's going to be awkward.
My thing was, I was like, you know what? Free Thanksgiving.
Honestly,
You never have to see these people again if you don't want to.
That's true.
And then on top of it, like, it's like a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah. Listen, if anything, I say do it for the plot.
Do it for the plot.
Do it for the plot.
Literally, it reminds me just like of a movie.
Yeah.
Like, this sounds like a Thanksgiving movie of like, I don't have anyone to be with. Come to my boyfriend's family's Thanksgiving. And then like falling in love with the brother, you know?
Yeah.
And you never know. You could like meet cool
be really
people.
fun.
Like, do you want to know what this made me think of?
Mm.
Do you remember that grandma that texted her her grandson,
Yes.
and it was the wrong number,
Yes.
and they went and they like go to Thanksgiving every year. It could be like that. You could find like a found family and like have Thanksgiving every year.
Yeah, it would be really nice. Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah,
it could be super cute.
And even just her, or actually, I don't know if it's a her or a he, but like whoever you are, if you weren't thinking about it, you wouldn't have posted it.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're thinking about it, just go do it. Why not?
Listen, I say even if it goes terribly, it's the worst experience of your life. You have a story out of it.
You can say you did it.
You have a story out of it.
You are a grown adult. If something goes wrong and you're not having a good time,
get up and
go
leave.
Home.
Like, who's stopping you?
Nobody. You can say, listen, you can go up to your friend and be like, listen, this like isn't working out for me. I'm just gonna go home, and then go around and say like, hey, it was nice meeting you guys. Thank you for inviting me, but I really have to go. Yeah. And go home.
You don't have to explain yourself. Yeah.
No. You're a grown adult. I say that, but like if it was me, I'd be like, oh my god, I want to get out of here. Yeah. But seriously, like just go.
Do it for the plot.
And like I said, you could have a great time.
Yeah.
You won't know unless you go. And then you never know. If you don't go, then you go to work afterwards, talk to your coworker. She's like, "Oh, it was great. It was such a good time." And then you're like, "Dang, I missed out." You know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think it's really like good opportunity to meet people.
It is a good opportunity to meet people. I feel like even if you don't click with them, there might be somebody in that space that you do click with. Yeah. Or like that knows someone who knows someone that can get you resources to meet other people. Like you never know what could come out of it. So like,
especially because like they said, like they were alone. Yeah. They moved across the United States. Yeah. Like it's nice to meet new people and just have people so that you're not entirely alone.
Exactly. Just have some sort of community around you.
Because like the difference between like this one and the earlier one of like our alone like Thanksgiving is that like if we're being honest, we're most likely going to be close to home. Yeah. At least for the first time that we're alone for or like holidays and Thanksgiving and stuff. But that's different because they've had Thanksgivings alone before, but now they're in a completely remote place. It's a totally different beast. And I don't know. I wouldn't pass up the opportunity. Yeah. It's not every day you get random opportunities to go to people's Thanksgiving. Yeah. People don't just randomly, you know, send out invites. And you were saying, like, getting closer to, like, people you didn't know. Yeah. You can get closer to your coworker.
Your coworker, yeah.
Your coworker will be like, oh, they actually, like, took up my invite. Yeah. Now we're friends.
Also, clearly you know each other well enough where she felt comfortable inviting you to their Thanksgiving. Yeah. So, I mean, it could be the start of a really great friendship. Yeah. You never know.
I don't see why not. Yeah. I don't see any cons here.
Do it for the plot.
Do it for the plot. I'll allow. Now, because this one was funny to me, and I don't know why, but I decided to do Lean on Me by Bill Withers. Okay. And I was like, you know what? Even if it's a terrible time, like we said, the least you could do is like lean onto your coworker and just like be there for each other. Yeah. So, because it's also not her family either.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I say do it. Yeah. And I hope you guys enjoy. All right, so that's all of the stuff that I have today from Reddit. Beautiful. So I was thinking we could just do our normal like YouTube rant that we do at the end. So how's your week been so far, Stacey?
Week has been very busy. I refuse to do any schoolwork at home, so we're getting it done before then. I've already accepted the fact that like even when I plan to do work at home, the work doesn't get done. So I'm leaning into it and I'm not doing work at home. So either it gets done here or it doesn't get done at all.
Yeah, that's funny because I have a big project I have to do that I forgot about. And I actually have to do it over break because it's due right after break. Ew. So I don't want to say right after break. It's due the week after break. Still. But it's a whole research paper. Right. So I don't even have a topic yet. So I have to get on that and at least get a topic and find some research.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm like, you know what? During the day when like I'm not doing stuff, I'll do it then because I know once night comes around, nothing's gonna get done. Yeah. So hopefully I get that done. But yeah, this past week has been like, I don't want to say chill. I just haven't had much to do.
Okay.
So it's been a lot of like lounging around, but like boring lounging.
Yeah.
And I had, so you guys don't know, I'm taking a short films class, and I'm supposed to be making a short film for said class. And today I was supposed to record for the class so that I can like do all of the editing after the break. And that fell through because I can't get the equipment and be able to return it, and it's a whole fiasco. So I'm going to have to hustle my butt when we get back from break and record and do all of the editing and all the sound editing and all of it after break. So that's going to be a lot.
Yeah. Then I would do everything that where you were planning to do then, do it now. That way you can focus all your time on that.
Yeah.
College. Isn't it exhausting?
It really is.
It's so exhausting.
So what are your plans for Thanksgiving?
I don't really have any set plans. Like my parents have not told me anything. I'm gonna go home. My sister has homecoming today.
Aww.
And I don't know. After that, I'm just here for a vibe. What do you?
Oh my god, this is her freshman homecoming.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't go to ours.
I didn't either. I didn't go until I think senior year.
Yeah, senior year was the only one I went to.
Senior year was the only one I went to. But yeah, I told her, like, she wasn't gonna go at first. I was like, listen, go, because if I could go back in time, I would have gone to everything, because I wasn't planning for my prom to be canceled.
Yeah.
So I was like, you should go. She was like, she was like, I don't know. I was like, listen, just go.
Yeah.
Just go. Like, literally, what does it hurt? Even if, again, if you have an awful time, you have a story. So why not?
Yeah. And I don't know, like the high school stuff, it's like weird because there's a part of my brain that's like, man, I cherish like the things I did do.
Yeah.
But I also like don't necessarily wish that I did the things I didn't do.
Okay.
I don't know. It's weird. I wish I did it, but I also don't care that I didn't. If that makes sense. Yeah. Like, I don't feel like I missed out. I just wish that I wasn't as boring as I was in high school. Yeah. Because I didn't do anything.
I just wish I had more stories from high school.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, I just wish I could go back and just... Okay, let me put it this way. I feel like in high school, I took everything too seriously.
Yeah.
I feel like I was so focused on, like, you got to get good grades so you can get into good college and da-da-da-da. That, like, if I could go back and tell myself and be like, literally none of this matters. I promise you, the moment you graduate, it does not matter.
It really didn't, and it's sad because it had so much weight on us. Because we were like those straight A, doing like the courses before courses type stuff. Yeah. Like we were doing college courses our senior year so that we could like build up our like our college resumes and stuff. Like as if any of it was needed. Yeah. Like none of it.
Did some of it help? Sure. But would I have treated that for like a memory, like a fun memory? Honestly, yeah.
like if I'm thinking back, I think I went to like 2 football games in all of
I didn't go to
school.
A single football game.
I went to the homecoming game like junior year, and then I went to one freshman year because it was against my parents' hometown.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, ooh, this is fun. It could be like my parents versus me, you know? Yeah. Like it was fun. But that was it. That's the only football games. And I like football. Yeah. It's the only football games I went to the entire time because nobody ever went with me. Yeah. And it's weird going to a football game full of people in the stands and you're alone. Because we also didn't, or at least I didn't have many friends. Yeah. So it was like, okay, I either go alone or I don't go at all. Yeah. And I'd rather just not go. Yeah. I think we went to like 1 or 2 basketball games, but it was like, oh, we went to a club and the basketball games right after, so we'll just ask our parents to get us like an hour later. Yeah. Like, you know, it wasn't like us going out to do these things and be social. Right, and I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I missed out, but I'm not upset that I missed out. Like it's a very odd sort of feeling, but I'm trying to make up for it now by making memories for college.
There you go.
But also a lot of this stuff here, I'm like, I don't want to do this stuff.
I'm just like genuinely not interested. And also I feel like I lost out on my college experience because freshman year COVID, literally half the campus didn't live on campus, and like everything was like social distancing, so it was either online or it was like, oh, you can, but you have to reserve a spot and there's like 15 people here and everyone needs to be 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah, I didn't have to deal with that because I went to a community college.
Yeah.
So all of it was online basically. Yeah. And like my first semester, literally I only had one class that was in person because it had to be in person. Yeah. And then I don't think I had another in-person class until my third and fourth semester, which also was only one class. So I was like, okay. Yeah. Like I'm sitting on my couch doing homework. Yeah. I'm sitting on my couch going to class. Yeah. I'm sitting on my couch doing nothing. Like, you know? Yeah. And at that point I was like basically living alone. So it was such a bad time. Yeah. Yeah. But as far as Thanksgiving goes, we'll get back on topic. Right. As far as Thanksgiving goes, you can ask Stacy. It's been like pulling teeth trying to get any type of answers out of my parents this week. Yeah. Literally any. And I finally got answers yesterday. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, so what are we doing? And Lori, my stepmom, she was like, you know what? I'm having like friends over. We're doing a Friendsgiving. She's having one friend over. But you want to hear this story? Uh-huh. She grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. Okay. She's never done Thanksgiving before.
Really? Okay.
Because like Jehovah's Witness, they don't do holidays.
Really, yeah.
She was like, I've never had a birthday event. I've never like done anything. Like this, she was there for Halloween this year because I wasn't, and it was her first Halloween ever. Oh, okay. She was like, I've always wanted to give out candy to the kids, but like in my religion, like we can't do that. Yeah. And she's just at the point where she's like, listen, I'm 47. Yeah. I don't care anymore. Mm-hmm. So she was like, screw it. I'm doing Halloween. I'm doing Thanksgiving. I'm doing Christmas. And that's it. Okay. So Lori said that I'll like this girl. I don't know. Okay. But the one person that I didn't like that she invited said that he's not coming. Beautiful. So it's just going to be me and my parents and then that one lady. Okay. There we go. And I was like, okay, what about food? I don't know. So I was like, listen, if we're going to have people over, or at least a person over, we're doing Thanksgiving. Yeah. Like we're doing it. Right. So I looked at my dad because it was over FaceTime. I looked at my dad. I was like, so are me and you doing turkey for the first time? He was like, okay. Now I want to point something out. Mm-hmm. They don't have a turkey yet. Well, you guys got to get on the ball. Yeah. Because if you don't get it soon, you're not going to get one.
Yeah. I wonder if my parents got a turkey. I have no clue.
Because we never had to worry about like going and buying a turkey. Yeah. Because my grandmother like did like food pantries and stuff. Yeah. So she got them. Gave it to her, yeah. Or my mom with the company that she worked in, she had a lot of benefits from her company. It was a very like, this is a family company, even though we have thousands and thousands of employees around the world. Yeah. And they gave out turkeys every year to all the employees. All of the employees got a turkey. Yeah.
I think at my dad's job, they usually give out turkeys. But
so we never had to worry about going and buying one. Yeah. And I bet you my dad's eyes are going to be yay big when he sees how much they are.
How much a turkey is.
When he realizes how much it is, and that he's like, when I was looking up stories, I was looking at one of the things that people were saying, and they were like, oh, I'm brining a turkey. I found this turkey that's X amount of pounds or whatever. Organic, fresh from a farm. Do you want to know how much the turkey was?
Oh, God, how much?
$160.
No, there's in no world where I am paying that much for
$160. I think it was like 20 pounds or something like that.
No.
$160 because it was fresh, organic from a farm.
Give me the GMOs at that point. Like,
I'll take them gladly.
I don't want no.
That's you know what? The breast will be bigger on the turkey anyways.
Yeah.
Like, my God.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine?
That's ridiculous. Oh my. This economy is
In this
not
economy?
it. Uh-uh.
Mm-mm.
No.
It's like, I remember one of the last times that I went to go get a prime rib.
Yeah.
It was like 6 or 7 pounds or something like that, and it was almost $100. I was like, you people are insane.
Criminal.
For a 7-pound roast,
Oh my God.
you're crazy.
Oh my God.
Salmon is like $22 a pound.
Oh.
Hear me, salmon, $22 a pound is like
insane.
the normal right now.
Yeah. That's disgusting.
Like a couple months ago, I saw it dip under 20, and I was like, Dad, if you love me, you'll get me 1 pound. And he was like, no, I'm not doing that. I was like, you know what? I don't blame you, because I wouldn't pay that either.
Yeah.
When he's used to paying like $7 a pound for
fair,
salmon from like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, it's just insane.
Yeah, it has been lately. All I'm saying is leaving the country is looking better and better every day.
Hear me out. We've talked about it.
We have multiple times.
But yeah, so I'm hoping that all of you have a really good Thanksgiving. I have one last song just to like bring the holiday vibes a little bit back. So I have the Thanksgiving theme song from A Christmas Brown Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. I was like, there's a
Christmas Brown, a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and it's from the Vince Guaraldi trio, or however you say it. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll come back and give our little goodbyes. All right, guys. Like I said before, I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. Be safe. A lot of travel this year.
Yeah.
You know, they said that there's like the most travelers this Thanksgiving than ever. So
stay safe out
stay
there.
safe. Plane, driving, whatever you're doing, train, all of it, be safe. Yeah. And my name is Becca.
And my name is Stacy.
And this is Topic Toss. Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.